The question is, how do we make it happen?
Das muss jetzt rausgefunden werden.
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent.
Und würden die ausstoßen, oder? Wenn der Reaktor sozusagen nicht mehr kühlt oder gekühlt wird, müssten die noch Notfallsysteme haben, die Dinge rausschmeißen. Also müssten wir die Kühlung ausmachen.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good.
Ja, also können wir es
Looks
nutzen.
like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant
Hat er ja vorher schon
regulators,
gesagt.
there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Well, here's the good news. I'm at my best when I'm under pressure.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
So, dann machen wir das mal.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch. We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom, we don't know how much damage that Cartabula will do.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here!
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much time.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Okay. Wenn das so sinnvoll ist. Hups. Haben wir wohl zu forsch. Aber wieso lassen wir uns auch jetzt auf dem Feuergefecht ein? Wir sollten doch den Warpkern rausjagen.
not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor!
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Alter. Entschuldigung, aber die hatte doch noch einen Balken. Jetzt irgendwie blöd, oder?
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the
Ich
warp
muss die Typen halt abknallen, die halt diese lustigen blauen Schildchen da haben.
Turns out... No!
Nicht doch.
Shoot! Now!
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
So, spätestens jetzt muss das Ding anhalten.
Warp drive disengaged.
You did it.
Sind wirklich mal auf den Kampf.
You got another way out of here?
I think so. Itasca, can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Surrella, my friend. You want me? I'm right here.
Vielleicht haben wir Glück und dir passiert nichts. Ja, ich glaube eher nicht. Die werden wir nicht wiedersehen.
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
Ach nö.
It will all be better soon. Wake up, Manka Umet.
Na toll.
Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
We have a mission. We have to stay on track because this is bigger than all of us.
They defile my poor Itasca with every moment they take breath in her body. I will not let that stand.
Ideen, ja, aber das bringt uns jetzt nichts. Ein Fremder unter uns.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tekon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems.
Die Römische Republik.
I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
The Federation prides itself on its inclusiveness. I'd say it's one of our greatest strengths.
As the Vulcans say, infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Interesting. I'd be curious to meet one of these Vulcans.
Das wird früher oder später passieren.
If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it.
Also doch, ganz gut, das
Perhaps I
Schiff.
should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do.
Just know, without it, I won't be able to help you.
This isn't gonna fly.
I'll see you on the bridge. Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tekon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvan.
I am at your service. To whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
Och,
You
Junge.
said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. Clearly it's with the Tekon.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Tekon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Tekon. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything?
Was haben wir denn noch?
Captain, I know it's a risk, but right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Now I understand your reluctance. I never imagined offering to help would be met with such ignorance. Bordering on incompetence.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little
Okay, es wird
rock.
Zeit, ihn abzusetzen.
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego.
Das
I will
stimmt.
not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
Oh, jetzt kriegt er aber von mir. Das kann aber nicht wahr sein. Wir machen uns die Mühe, den zu finden und er zieht hier so eine dumme Ego-Show ab.
And to think, I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize this puts me in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
We talked about this on Delphi Ardu. The reason he's here is because he's with us, not them. He came to help us, and he wouldn't be here otherwise.
We can't afford to get this wrong.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
I'm sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here.
Ja,
Both of
da
which
geht's dann
are
nicht
more
mehr um Ego.
important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
Ja, ist mir dann auch egal, wenn es um die Föderation geht.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology.
Dachte ich mir.
If this Scion Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours. The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How long
I
will it
found
take?
something. There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydek to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer.
They say the true measure of a leader is being able to admit your mistakes. So thank you.
Next time I'll do a better job of listening. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvin's ship.
Hold on. My understanding is that Takan technology requires a Takan to operate. Is there another Takan on this ship?
The Scions could have someone on the ship, doing everything they can to stop us from finding Galvin.
Wurf. Nee.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Mal gucken, wer uns versuchen wird aufzuhalten.
Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder. There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
Ja, das wäre dann der Wurfkern.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Warte mal, was war das?
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
Gut, dann gehen wir mal auf die andere Seite. Was ist hier? Nichts. Was haben wir denn da?
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
Mhm. Okay, rennen dürfen wir hier nicht. Offensichtlich nicht, weil man könnte ja was kaputt machen. Hier.
Found it.
Ist aber nicht gut versteckt.
Excuse me. Do you belong here? Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes. You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
Just a routine systems check. We've been having problems with our comms lately.
Oh, that's news to me. I haven't heard anything about it.
Probably because the comm system isn't working. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
Wer weiß, wenn Miranda hier irgendwie
I'll leave you alone
hat.
already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylis?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Also gibt es mehrere Verdächtige. Ja? Hoppala.
Maybe Tylis saw something.
Mal gucken, was sie sagt.
Tylis, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duval, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Taconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board?
Yep.
But Dr. Duval bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member, I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
We have to trace every contact, starting with engineering, which is where the device was planted.
At least that narrows the list. But we still have to go back quite a while.
Whatever it takes.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right?
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the scions as well.
Stimmt.
You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
Now this is manageable.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering. Let's see who's left.
Der Captain.
No. This can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According
Das
to
würde
this, he
einiges
was here
erklären.
while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4, which would have been the perfect opportunity, and no one would question him. He's the captain.
I've known Captain Solano for almost my entire life. I wouldn't be here, or who I am, without his help and guidance. If this is true. If they really got him. Then this is just devastating.
I know it doesn't look good, but we don't know for sure. Not yet.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it.
Ja, wir müssen mal rausgucken, ob es stimmt.
I found the device.
Vielleicht kann er das ja herausfinden, ohne Bioscan.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire, but be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Taconian firepower. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous.
Sind sie doch jetzt schon.
My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Tekon were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvan and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioforming was so rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Proof of your claim is something you...
So reden sich die Entwickler jetzt raus, ja?
Then we have to bioscan him. I'll talk to Dr. Duvall.
That's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst-case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this?
Na, aber hallo.
If you fail, that's it.
I am. I have to be.
Good. You know what this is going to take. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Unser Wissenschaftsoffizier kann das machen.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Tekon enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
So, das werden wir aber erst in der nächsten Folge beantworten. Also, erstmal bis die Tage.